sort of creative spirit, but a lot of people have tragedy and they don't become artists.
The Beatles are arguably the most famous band of all time. During the 20th century, they made more music than one could imagine. They saw international fame, played a ton of shows, and decades later are still a household name. However, a lot of time has passed since the height of the band members' careers, so which Beatles are still alive? Hop along as I take you on through the discussion, make sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and that bell notification as we tackle all things Beatles with new videos every week. News of singer Ringo Starr's death spread quickly earlier this week, causing concern among fans worldwide. However, the July 2021 report has now been confirmed as a complete hoax, and just the latest in a string of fake celebrity death reports. Thankfully, the Beatles drummer is alive and well. Rumours of the singer's alleged demise gained traction on Tuesday after a R.I.P. Ringo Starr Facebook page attracted nearly 1 million likes. Those who read the About page were given a believable account of the British singer's passing. At about 11 AM ET on Tuesday, July 6, 2021, our beloved singer Ringo Starr passed away. Ringo Starr was born on July 7, 1940 in Liverpool. He will be missed but not forgotten. Please show your sympathy and condolences by commenting and liking this page. Hundreds of fans immediately started writing their messages of condolence on the Facebook page, expressing their sadness that the talented 81-year-old singer and musician was dead. And as usual, the Twitter sphere was frenzied over the death hoax. Whereas some trusting fans believed the post, others were immediately skeptical of the report, perhaps learning their lesson from the huge amount of fake death reports emerging about celebrities over recent months. Some pointed out that the news had not been carried out by any major British network, indicating that it was a fake report, as the death of a singer of Ringo Starr's stature would be major news across networks. Out of the 4 members of the Beatles, 2 of them are still living. Though they broke up in 1969, made official in April of 1970, the Fab Four fans have always wanted to know where they are and what they're doing. Both Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr are alive and still making music. John Lennon and George Harrison have both died. A crazed fan assassinated Lennon in 1980 at the young age of 40. In 2001, George Harrison passed away from lung cancer at 58. Sir Paul McCartney. McCartney is the most famous Beatle alive today. Since he and Ringo Starr are the only surviving members, this is not surprising. In their heyday, McCartney and Lennon were the 2 most famous and popular Beatles at the height of Beatlemania, and it remains as such today. McCartney was the bassist and a lead singer for the Beatles. McCartney sang the lead on many of the later songs the group released, totaling 98 lead lyrics. That was second only to Lennon, who sang lead on 109 of the band's songs, mainly their earlier releases. He was knighted for his fame and contributions to music in the United Kingdom and is still going strong in the industry. Since leaving the Beatles, McCartney has branched out to other music genres. In 2016, he joined Rihanna and Kanye West on their song 4-5 Seconds. He also performed at the Super Bowl halftime show back in 2005. In 2005, he performed as the act for the halftime show during the Super Bowl. He shows no signs of slowing down, still touring the world and making new music. He's become the 2 surviving members' wealthiest with an estimated $1.2 billion net worth. Sir Ringo Starr. Starr was born on July 7, 1940 in Liverpool. He was born in a poor section known as the Dingle District. When born, he was named Richard Starkey. He struggled with his health as a child, spending extended time in local hospitals, and soon was drawn to make music to get out. He was left-handed, yet taught himself to play a right-handed drummer kit. This is what many, including Starr, attribute his unique sound and style to. In the early 1960s, he started to fill in with the Beatles as a drummer for recording sessions, and in 1962, he replaced the Beatles' original drummer Pete Best. In his early days with the group, some loved Ringo, while others didn't want to give him a chance because they were angry that Best was gone. However, even with those who loved him, he never really got the credit he deserved for his contribution to the band. He wrote or co-wrote many songs and even sang lead vocals sometimes. In 2018, Ringo became Sir Ringo Starr. Now, at 81, he's still going. He has released approximately 20 songs in the past few years and even celebrated his 80th with a live benefit concert. He lent his talent and fame to Black Lives Matter, Global Network's charities, the David Lynch Foundation, Music Cares and Water Aid. Though McCartney and Starr do not get to spend much time together, they remain close friends through the years. They've both talked openly about their relationship over the years, confirming that they're not attached at the hip but are still great friends. They contribute to each other's music, they sing each other's praises, and generally appear to be fans of each other. McCartney was a part of Starr's birthday concert benefit in July. Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr are still making music now on their own. Sir Paul may be 79 years old, but he released his 18th solo album, McCartney 3, on December 18, 2020. It was the third album McCartney has released on which he has not only written the songs, but also played everything from piano to drums. Fast forward, drummer Ringo is 81 and does not enjoy the same level of global fame as Lennon and McCartney, or perhaps even the late George Harrison, but he too is still going strong. McCartney 3 refers back to McCartney, released in 1970, the first time he did everything himself, and McCartney 2 from 1980. McCartney is a pioneer of the home studio, where everything is done at home because he knows how to play every instrument. McCartney is aging like a nobility by continuing to turn out albums. Meanwhile, if COVID-19 had not happened, Ringo was supposed to be on a US tour in June 2021, fronting his all-star band. Fans want to see Starr and McCartney and recreate Beatlemania's golden days. John Lennon died outside his New York City apartment in 1980. John Lennon, arguably the most well-known Beatle at the time, suffered a tragic death at the hands of Mark David Chapman. Lennon had just returned home from the recording studio with his wife. He hadn't even gotten inside his apartment yet when Chapman shot him several times. Although first responders attempted to resuscitate Lennon, he died before arriving at the hospital. Chapman, who had gotten an autograph from Lennon earlier, was standing near the building waiting for him to return. According to reports, Lennon was shot in the back. Once word spread of his death, fans gathered outside the apartment building in remembrance. Lennon was 40 years old when he died. George Harrison died from lung cancer in 2001. George Harrison was known as the quieter of the Beatles during the band's reign. He wasn't quite as popular as Lennon or Paul McCartney, but he was a vital band member no less. After the band split in 1970, Harrison pursued a solo career that ended up becoming very successful. He released All Things Must Pass, which critics adored. Harrison saw My Sweet Lord become a hit, which was the single off the album. Harrison battled several types of cancer in his 50s. According to the New York Times, he was treated for throat cancer in 1998, then a brain tumor and lung cancer a short while later. Ultimately, Harrison passed away in 2001 from lung cancer. He died at age 58 in Los Angeles. Where to honor Lennon and Harrison? Though they are dead, the Beatles' loyal fans likely want to know their beloved members' final resting place. Where are John Lennon and George Harrison laid to rest, and can they be visited? Lennon was killed by Mark David Chapman, who, suffering from significant delusions, became angry at Lennon's lifestyle versus grandiose statements that made it seem like he thought he and his bandmates were more prominent than God. Yoko Ono did not have him interred anywhere, afraid that crazed fans would violate his final resting place. She had him cremated, and many say that she still has his ashes to this day. There is also a rumour that some of his ashes were spread in Central Park over the known Strawberry Fields area, a memorial for those to go and be close to Lennon. Harrison was also cremated, and his son and wife took his remains to India. In his later years, Harrison had converted to Hinduism. According to Hindu traditions, his ashes were scattered by his closest family members along the Ganges River and the Yamuna River in Varanasi, India. While not every band member has had a long and fulfilling life, audiences remain optimistic that John Lennon's and George Harrison's songs will live forever. There you have it all, guys. Drop a thumb up in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you've not done that, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The handles are in the description box below.